go. Yay. All right. So I am now live on the Tube of You. I am also live on the Tiki Talk. And I am ready if you are ready. Ready, Freddy, right? You. All right, y'all. So it is, at the time of this recording, it is August 16th. We are still in Leo season. We are still in Leo season. So peace to all the Leos, including myself. Yes. So my name is Allison. I am the spiritual empowerment and liberation coach for women who are in midlife. I am also a certified Reiki master healer and teacher at my school, the Sacred Pathway Academy, where you can take my certification courses at your own pace. I have certification course for Reiki levels 1 and 2. Those are combined. And I also have the Reiki Master certification as well. The great thing about my certification courses, even though they are self paced, you still get a complimentary one on one with me to ask me anything that you want to ask about the course or anything related to your Reiki practice for that amount of time, right? So, this is something that I do that's complimentary to anyone who takes my certification courses because I recognize since they are self paced, you might have questions. And not only do I always leave all the comments open for questions, comments, etc., but I always have that complimentary session available to you that you can take at any point during the course to be able to ask me whatever you want to ask me. You know, um, I love doing those whenever my students do take advantage of it because some of the questions that they ask, usually they're pretty similar to one another. Um, but I love the ones who come and they're like, you know what? Since I'm just starting out, what would your advice be for me? You know, and I'm like, okay, well, let's sit down, let's talk about it. And that is part that I have baked into my courses. It's important for me to not just teach Reiki, but to teach it as a lifestyle. So that's what I tend to do when it comes to my courses. I also have, it's not a certification course, but it's kind of like an introductory to the basics of oracle card reading because some people get intimidated and they're like, I bought a deck and I really don't know what to do with it. Okay, well, I have a very inexpensive course that's self paced, takes you through some of the basics of reading oracle cards. Excuse me, I do talk a little bit about tarot. Tarot is not my lane. I do like tarot cards, but that's not what I'm called to read at this moment in time. So I have just like some basics of that. But I go in a little bit deeper with oracle cards because that is my passion. That is what I love, and that's what I'm going to do for you today. So we're going to be doing a reading for the week. Okay. But before I jump into that, I want to address something really quickly. So, Dr. Michelle, yay! Hey, goddess. Um, so I wanted to talk about last week my 3-day challenge for Unblock My Money Story or Unblock Your Money Story, rather, was supposed to start on the 12th. Um, Sadly, it did not. And that is because I ended up spending the 12th in the emergency room. I was not feeling well. I hadn't been feeling well, and it all kind of came to a head on that Wednesday. And so I ended up going to the emergency room, and you know how that is when you go to the emergency room. When you're there, you're there. You're not you're not leaving. Um, and so um, I wasn't able to like send out an email blast to tell everyone, hey, I apologize if you're logging in to Zoom and I'm not there. That's why, because I'm not able to. Um, And I'm okay. I'm feeling better. I actually was able to get up today and get a workout in, not too strenuous, but got me a workout in, made me feel a lot better. Um, but I've been resting. And, what I have to get into my head is I am over 50. And when the body and mind say rest, please do it. I'm a person, I just, I'm excited about my what I do, my ministry, because my work is my ministry, right? I'm excited about that. I'm excited about doing all the things that I have in this brain of mine that I want to do. But sometimes I don't always take the time that I really need to just be. And so that's what I've been doing since that day, is just allowing myself to rest. I haven't really been on social media much. I might do a little scroll, try to support my peeps and whatnot when I can. But like getting on a live or doing anything like that, or even sitting through everybody's live, I didn't have the energy to do that. So I would just come in, probably say hello, give some hearts, and some gifts and stuff, and make sure that you know that I love you and that I'm here with you, and everything. Oh, thank you, Goddess, Dr. Michelle Henry. So I just wanted to give that update. So I did reschedule for, I think I have it for the 18th. We're going to start on the 18th. I think I have that right. Yeah. So it's going to be the 18th through the 20th where we're going to go into the challenge, and talk about this money, honey. Okay. Um, so yeah, that's what's been going on. Um, I have a whole gripe with our healthcare system that I'm probably going to write something about on my Substack, because it was some of the people that work in the hospital that just made me feel some type of way. Um, and I just really, yeah. So peace to the healthcare workers that take their jobs seriously, because y'all are out there and you are appreciated. I can always feel the energy and love from the people who are in their profession. Now I get it. Healthcare workers are extremely overworked and stressed beyond measure a lot of times, right? Especially in the emergency room. And a lot of times nurses, CNAs, they deal with a lot of stuff. But my real gripe isn't really with the nurses, it's with the doctors. So that's where my gripe generally falls. But yeah, I'm gonna be talking about it because yeah, yeah. But anyway, so today what we're gonna do is an energy forecast. Yes, Goddess Erin. Oh, I know those doctors treat nurses bad too. Because it's something about a healthcare professional when they have that doctor in front, that they become like they have that God complex. And it's not all of them, because like I've had some amazing doctors, right? And then I've had some that were like, I want to ask, why the hell are you in this profession? Because you clearly don't belong in this profession at all. Um, but yeah. All right. So we're going to do an energy forecast. And how this is going to work, I'm using the Oracle of the Seven Energies, because since we're working with energy systems, hi, Divergent One. Since we're working with energy systems, that is the basis of the Unblock My Money Story challenge. It's also the basis for what the challenge is leading you up to, which is my new program, group program, that we will be doing live together that you can enroll in, purchase and enroll, is called Wealth Unblocked, because we're starting off unblocking your money story, but I want to push past just doing the money story, y'all. I want to help you unlock that wealth that you're sitting in, unblock that energy that's keeping you from tapping into that abundance that you've been wanting to tap into. Okay, so we're gonna do an energy forecast with this deck. Now, I'm gonna show you, for those that don't know what these cards look like, this is what the outside looks like. I'm gonna tell you why I'm showing you this in just a second. Okay? So you see that how Colette Baron-Reid, incidentally, y'all can't tell me shit, because Colette Baron-Reid herself has liked quite a few of my posts on Substack. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. I have arrived. Anybody that knows me knows, other than Abiola Abrams, Colette Baron-Reid is one of my absolute favorite Oracle card creators. I have one, two, three, let's see, one, two, three, four, five, six, seven of her decks, and one is on the way because I love her cards so much. So yeah, she has been liking my posts on Substack, and yes, it is her, and I know it's her because she had said something about being on Substack on one of her videos. So I was like, oh, okay, yes, tis her. It is her. I went back to the account and looked and everything. It's her. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm on her radar apparently, and I want to stay on there for as long as I can. I feel honored. I feel honored. Okay, so enough of my fangirling. Now, the reason why I showed you those cards on the outside is because you can't see what is in front of me. So I want you to have the visual. So with this, I have 7 cards in front of me, and I'm going from left to right. Left to right. Okay? And I want you to think about 1 through 7. Pick what card you are choosing for yourself. Card number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, or 7. Keep that number close to your heart. That is going to be your specific message as far as what you need to pay attention to this week. However, comma, the entire reading is going to tell a story. So that is how this works. Everybody clear on that? So give you a moment, pick your number, and take a sip of water real quick because I feel like this little tickle in my throat. All right. So now everybody got their number. So we're going to start with card number 1. So this is, again, the energy forecast for the week. So card number 1, I love it. Feeling the world. Feeling the world. Don't worry, TikTok. I'm going to show you in just a second. Feeling the world. I love this card. This is card number 13 for those who are numerologists. Feeling the world. So for this card, this is for the empaths out there. So this is for those of you who are sensitive to other people's feelings and you have the awareness of the world and things start to feel really heavy for you right now. This is card thank you for you. So empathy reminds you that you are not alone. It is a beautiful capacity to feel the connectivity all around you, giving you profound sense of belonging. a broader experience of being part of the larger whole. That said, it can also be overwhelming, especially when you don't know where you end and the rest of the world begins. Now is the time to be clear about your boundaries. Ask yourself whose energy you've turned into. You might find it's not even yours. So, for those of us who are empaths, for those of us who are the HSPs, the highly sensitive people, this card is basically saying you need to be very aware of the energy that you're taking in that doesn't belong to you. What I find, which is very interesting as an energy worker, the work that I do come from the readings that I do, the Reiki that I do, the teaching, and the coaching, all is based on energy. I read energy. I talk about energy a lot because I need people to understand that we are all energy and we're made up of energy and we're constantly absorbing everything around us. This is also why I always teach my clients, my community, please be extremely careful with doom scrolling on social media, taking in all of that information. Have you ever been scrolling on TikTok, IG, Facebook, wherever? And it's every other post is something extremely full of drama and negativity. My FYP has been full of it, and I've been trying to go back to try to curate my FYP where I don't have so much of that because I could feel myself being drawn into that. And when you start getting drawn into that, you start leading with that's where it opens you up to feed your fears, scarcity. Feed your fears about being unworthy. Feed your fears about how, nothing is ever going to change or be right for you or whatever, to where you're not standing in your truth, your purpose. You're not standing in the very identity of who you really are, who you were created to be, because now you've got all this outside influence that's telling you how you should be. So we have to be very careful as empaths. The information, thank you, Goddess, the information that we are taking in every single day, moment to moment. So my advice would be limit some of your time online and give yourself space to go outside, get into nature, take a walk around your neighborhood if it's not too hot, because I know down here in the South, we've been going through it with the heat. We've been going through it with this heat. Um, because down here it's not just heat, it's humidity and it chokes the life out of you. But if you can go outside, even for a little while, and so even as a little while, for a little while, go out, take a walk, get you some sun, let the sun hit your face just for a minute. Don't stay out there and get drained, but let yourself have that. So let's go to card number 2. I love this card, of course. This one is Waking the Lion. Waking the Lion. Waking the Lion. This is card number 19 for the numerologist. Waking the Lion. So for this one, this is talking about boldness. It is a beautiful card. Boldness, the courage to move forward even without knowing the way, right? Facing that which is difficult or painful, the audacity to step into the unknown. So if card number 2 was your card for this week, know that you choosing to have the audacity, the bravery, the courage to stand in your truth and step into the unknown. Even though it's scary, even though you are like, I don't know about this, well, that's kind of why it's the unknown. But allow yourself to step into that space and take up that space because it is okay. Thank you for reposting this live. It is okay for you to take up space there. So, regardless of the outer conditions right now, you can't wait for your fears to lessen before you move forward. In fact, despite the chaos and seeming disarray, you must be bold. Whatever your trepidation, act as if you have deep trust that all will be well. This is a moment for you to act as if that you already have it. Whatever it is that you are seeking, it's already yours. It's already yours. You need to start acting like you have it and be careful of the language that you're speaking. Be careful of the language. Going back to feeling the world, be careful about the language that you're speaking and that you're taking in. Okay? Card number 3. A higher view. A higher view. A higher view. That's card number 41. So for this card, seeing from a higher perspective, conscious neutrality, letting go of judgment and assumptions, non-attachment, the ability to remain unbiased. Sometimes our lives are suction cupped to the ends of our noses and we can't see beyond ourselves. This happens to everyone once in a while. We fall into automatic response to life and react from a learned conditional place rather than one of awareness. Being in reactivity keeps us repeating old patterns. Conversely, the avoidance of our triggers could keep us in our comfort zone, policing our attempts at new things. Now, for this, what this means is number one, stop judging yourself. Stop judging other people, but stop judging yourself. Stop holding yourself hostage to your life experiences that may not have been so good. Stop holding yourself hostage to that because what you're doing is you're putting yourself at a lower vibration, at a lower um, view where you can't see past the nose on your face. You're only like hyper focused on something that may not really be serving you. This is the time to expand your view on things, to realize that a lot of the things that we were taught might not have been correct. It may have served a purpose at that time, but some of it we have to loose and let go so that we can grow, so that we can expand, so that we can lean into the lives that we are wanting to build for ourselves. So, again, we have to be careful in the weight of the world and carrying other people's energy. We also have to take ourselves um, and put ourselves in the position of authority, of the ability to say, I'm standing in my truth and I'm leaping into the unknown no matter what. But from this, it's take yourself out of the harmful position of your learned and conditioned behaviors because they're not serving you. They're not serving you. Card number 4. Great big love. Yes. Great big love. Great big love. That's card 26. Great big love. This is love without conditions. This is all the heart chakra energy. It's romantic love, it's platonic love, it's how that experience of love changes you. Deep and profound, harmonious connections, soulmates. Not all soulmates are romantic, some soulmates are platonic. Love heals all wounds, begins all life. It sustains you when you're starving for grace. When you stumble and fall, when you lose sight of your purpose and fall prey to the limited perspective of the ego. Now's the time to fall in love and call in the awareness of great big love that made you, which is ever pulsing through your veins. What's I'm hearing is live your love out loud. Live your love out loud. The love for life, the love for others, having that unconditional love, very much leaning into the heart chakra, right? Because in the heart chakra, there's that unconditional love, there's patience, there's forgiveness, um, there's compassion. That's a big one. Having compassion for yourself and for others. Card number 5, bearing fruit. Bearing fruit. So, card 5, the number is 12. Bearing fruit. All right, so this is a birthing card. The results of hard work, an idea or consistent thought manifesting into form. The relationship between the external world and the internal world of feelings and belief. If your life were a tree, what fruit would it bear? That is a very real question to ask yourself. Envision the results of the efforts you put into achieving your dreams and desires in partnership with the divine. Can you see the way that you think, feel, and believe reflected in the material world? There is always a correlation between what you see, what you expect to see, what you intend consciously, and what you project unconsciously. They are. They really are. So basically, this goes back to feeling the world, doesn't it? If you're taking in everything of the world and carrying other people's energy, this is something that's going on internally, and there's a lot going on externally. What you have to do is find the balance between what's happening inside and outside of you. It's telling yourself that even though my circumstances are the way they are, I will not be seduced by what I see because I know who I am and whose I am. And then it's also taking a look at what is it that I am wanting to birth right now? What is asking to be birthed right now? Think about that. Even if card number 5 was not your card, I want you to ask yourself that because remember, these are telling a story, all of them. But what's asking to be birthed from you right now? What is something that is asking for your time, your attention. What fruit are you wanting to bear and produce? If someone looked at you, at your life, would they see a tree full of fruit that is edible, that is nourishing, that can feed them, that would be able to sustain them if they needed it? Not saying that you're supposed to sustain people, but we look to fruit trees for those things. And if someone's looking over your life, what fruit will they find that you have, that you're bearing? Or are you, as in the Bible says, are you a dead fig tree where there's no fruit? Or is your fruit poisonous? Card number 6, the Oracle's gift. The Oracle's gift. This is card number 37. So this is second sight, clairvoyance, seeing the future, fate as future determined by choices you make now, seeing the signs around you, recognizing potentials versus absolute determinism. When we ask for a sign from the universe, we are essentially asking for divine guidance that we believe needs to come from a source outside of us. This is because we don't always trust our intuition, and don't. Mhm. Our ability to read between the lines and see beyond time and space. And so we ask for signs and look for a mystical reassurance that our mundane lives don't seem to offer. However, an oracle simply provides an answer that is already inside of us. Ladies, I often have to remind you of this, but we were all born with everything that we could ever need to live this life. But it's what we choose to do with those things that makes the difference. We have a powerful intuition, powerful. Those spidey senses that tingle, right? When something's not quite right. We have that feeling in our gut that turns into knots. It's like, oh, my gut is telling me something ain't right here. That is what we're born with. But we seldom lean into it and use it because we've been taught not to trust it, that we have to look outside ourselves for answers. Now, that's not to say that you don't still reach out to your spirit team, which is spirit, your ancestors, and your spirit guides. You still use them, you still utilize them. But once they have given you what you need, once they have told you, I submit that I get a lot of women who come to me for coaching, for guidance, and they'll say, I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing right now. And oftentimes, after we have gone through quite a few questions and everything else, they've known all along. It's just that they weren't confident about it. They didn't trust it. So, since they didn't trust it and they didn't have the confidence behind it, they felt like they didn't know. And yeah, you know, you are more powerful than you give yourself credit. You are more powerful than you give yourself credit. but it has been intentionally taught to us that we're not. Imagine what would happen if you intentionally tapped into that power just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. That made me think of Melba Moore, and I think it was Freddie Jackson's song. Y'all know I always got a song. All right, let's do the last card. Card number 7. This came up. I think this one and Waking the Lion came up in our reading for the month. Body and Soul, another song. Another song. Body and soul, soul. Anita Baker. That's card number 5. Yes, I did. All right. So for this one, thank you. Taking care of yourself, seeing yourself as a complete package, body not separate from soul, centered in your sense of self, comfortable in your body, your authentic identity, physical health. Extreme self care is called for when you receive this card. Answer truthfully. Are you taking care of yourself? I feel like this card is for me. Your first choice may be to care for others before meeting your own needs. Check in with yourself. Are you experiencing what she calls halt? Hunger, anger, loneliness, tiredness. Halt. Hunger, anger, loneliness, tiredness. This card is a signal that it's time to take a break from your current focus and get busy taking care of you because you are worthy of this care. Everybody type into the comments, I am worthy of care. What simple things require your attention so you can function optimally in your world and live your best life a day at a time? Now, anybody else find it ironic that these two cards are anchoring this reading? This is card number 1. This is card number 7. Don't both of them kind of talk about how you need to take care of yourself? This card started off with, okay, you're carrying the weight of the world, but understand that you need to let them people have what they have and you take care of you and stop carrying other people's shit because it's hurting you. And then this card comes along and like, okay, so we had a whole lot of stuff in between here, but you need to take care of yourself. Because all of these things can be true, but if you're not taking care of yourself, what's the point of any of it? So what I want everybody to do, I want you to take a deep breath in through the nose, exhale through the mouth, inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Put your hand on your heart. Take a deep breath in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. So, with this reading, I want you to take the messages, the ones that resonated with you most, even if it wasn't your card. I want you to meditate on it and think about it. Think about it. Because all of these things can be true for every last one of us sitting with this reading right now. Every last one of these cards are relevant to every one of us right now. Even if it wasn't the card that you chose. But they're all relevant. Thank you, Goddess. I received them as well. So I want you to make this week an intentional week, that the card that you chose, intentionally work on that. But if any of these other cards resonated with you, I want you to go ahead and take that as well and build those other cards. Take the main card and let those other cards anchor that card, if that makes sense. All right? Yes, Goddess Erin, I agree. And I'm thankful. Dr. Michelle says, I received the messages. Goddess Nisha Rising says, absolutely. So, ooh, thank you. Make it rain. Make it rain. Thank you all. So, um, if you want to be part of the free um, 3-day challenge, you still got time to sign up for it. It's going to happen on the 18th, or start on the 18th. So go ahead and go to the LINKMIBIO and get yourself signed up. If you're watching this on the tube, thank you. Hey, pals. If you're watching this on the tube, it's going to be in the description. Okay. Um, and be on the lookout for the course that comes after this challenge. I mean, it's not going to start immediately. But like I said, I want to help you unlock and unblock your wealth and abundance. That's at the heart of all this. Ooh, thank you. That's what's at the heart of all this. Because it's time. The guitar. It's time. It's time, y'all. All right. So, if you want to watch, if you're coming in later and you want to watch the whole reading, do so on the tube of you. Um, and then let me know what you think when you watch it. Also, if you're not subscribed to the tube of you on that, I need you to go do that, because I'm trying to grow there, especially before they start changing all the stuff. So go and do that for me, please, and thank you. All right. I love you all. Thank you all for hanging with me. I will see you all next time. Okay. Love you to Della Reese's Pieces. Bye bye.